Hi, and welcome to my top 5 games of 2014. This year has seen a ton of new games released, many of them excellent. As a result, there's a fairly good chance that your favourites won't be included in this list. I urge you to go and make a top 5 video of your own and share it with the gaming community. Fantasy Life was an incredibly addictive and great way to pass the time during my commute home for a few months, though admittedly I haven't finished it yet or maxed out any of the jobs. I do intend to pick it up again in 2015 though. The main thing that kept the game from being perfect was the overall lack of challenge, both in the combat and in the crafting minigames. Crafting wasn't hard to master at all, and as a result didn't feel like you were personally invested in the items you had made. Despite that, Level 5 have crafted a great action RPG, greatly improved if you have a friend with their own copy that you can link up with and go on adventures together. I would really like to see an improved sequel that increases the complexity, challenge and depth all around, but until that happens, Fantasy Life is well worth a look. Diablo 3 took up many hours of my time during the summer months, and not for the first time either. The new Act 5 along with the bounty system, rifts and new playable character class all added a huge amount to the gameplay, as did the overhauled Loot 2.0 system and the rebalance of the game to make it work without the presence of the auction house. Diablo 3 is a game that never grows old in my opinion. While I may set it aside for a while to play other things, I am always drawn back to it, either to continue trying to obtain the perfect equipment set for my maxed out monk, or levelling one of the other classes. Each class feels unique, and there are multiple valid ways to play as each one, depending on which abilities you favour over others. I was expecting great things from Nintendo's first ever full HD entry in the Mario Kart series, and the game didn't disappoint. The base game that was delivered in early 2014 gave us 16 fantastic brand new tracks, and another 16 classic tracks that looked better than ever. The addition of anti-gravity to the gameplay and new items like the Piranha Plant and Super Horn helped keep things fresh, as did the super detailed visuals. Then, just a little while ago, the first of 2 announced DLC packs was released, and it was fantastic. In my opinion, it was worth the money just for the fantastic Hyrule Circuit and the Mute City tracks, and breathed new life into the game. The prospect of an Animal Crossing track is a tantalising one as well. Mario Kart 8 was definitely one of the gaming highlights of 2014. I was expecting big things from Dragon Age Inquisition, and the game that BioWare delivered was certainly vast. However, some of the side activities could be a little repetitive. The main story and character quests are just as good as previous games though, and new characters like Iron Bull, Sarah and Blackwall add a lot to the experience. The tough decisions that the series is known for are present and correct in Inquisition, and I really had to stop and think before committing to several of them. I'm not quite done with the game, but having spent over 50 hours with it, I am comfortable in saying that it was my second favourite game of 2014. Yes, you could criticise Far Cry 4 for essentially being the same template as Far Cry 3, but as far as I'm concerned, Ubisoft added enough to the game to make it feel different enough. Honey badgers, rhinos, rideable elephants, gyrocopters, rock climbing, and one of the best looking and designed game worlds on the next generation consoles all contribute to an incredibly immersive and addictive experience. I also really appreciated the way that the game keeps track of all the many different collectibles and mission types, and gently coaxes you into playing for just a little bit more by reminding you how far away you are from the next reward. Far Cry 4 may not be the game that I've spent the most time with in 2014, but in terms of pure fun per minute, it can't be beaten. As a huge fan both of Lord of the Rings and Assassin's Creed style games, I was really looking forward to Shadow of Mordor. I had also heard great things about the Nemesis system and thought the whole concept sounded cool. However, despite really trying to like the game, I just found it really annoying. I probably wasn't patient enough with the game or willing to spend the time to get good at the Arkham style combat, but being killed by bloody orc captains and having them get stronger as a result just really got on my nerves. I do intend to go back to the game eventually and give it a second chance, as apparently I'm really not very far into the overall storyline. For now though, there are far too many other more appealing games for me to spend the time struggling through something I don't really enjoy. Some of you may be asking, why isn't Assassin's Creed Unity my most disappointing game of 2014? Well, for starters, I haven't experienced the bugs that many others have, and secondly, I have actually enjoyed what I've played of the game so far. So there you go, the official RMGB TV Top 5 of 2014. I really hope you enjoyed watching it and all of the other videos I put out during the last year. There will be plenty more coming throughout 2015.